The hype for Tekken just builds. With all of the reveal trailers that we saw recently that came out from Evil Japan with Leroy and Asuka, and everything else that came out beforehand, like, the build for Tekken 8 is looking insane, and I personally can't wait to get hands on it myself. But recently there was some news that dropped, courtesy of Harada-san on Twitter. Now, at least at the time of this was done yesterday, but it did confirm a couple of things that I personally had questions about, and it makes me build the hype for this even more. So, first off, Rollback Netcode. We know it's coming. It's now confirmed. Harada-san confirmed it in his Twitter here, as you can see. And the one interesting thing I found with it was the comment that he left with it. It's basically already installed it, and it already has what you want. The reason why we don't make big announcements like Crossplay is because even if we make big announcements, people will only say things like, "Wow, that's normal in this day and age. So shut up and sit the hell down." I refer to that as just like, sit down and shut the hell up. But hey, you got the point across. It's good to at least have that confirmation that Rollback is coming into Tekken 8, along with some other interesting tidbits. The one for me that I was also curious about besides netcode was crossplay. And crossplay is there with an interesting tidbit here. Post it up on the screen because, again, I'm like I did with the other one, I'm going to quote these directly. Crossplay? Of course it will. By the way, when the previous generation of consoles were released, I had already proposed crossplay between the two platforms. However, at the time, they were at odds with each other. I'm assuming this is Sony and Microsoft, because these are the platforms that it's coming out on, over their mutual interest and P2P security issues, and repeatedly refused. So security is obviously something that is a concern, but we're starting to see at least crossplay work for other games. And we're seeing it with Call of Duty, and we're also seeing it in other fighting games. Like, for reference, Guilty Gear Strive has crossplay with it. The King of Fighters 15 is getting crossplay soon. That open beta test will happen at some point. I'm actually going to be trying it out because I want to see if it's any good. Breaker's Collection has crossplay and rollback in it. Street Fighter 6 is going to have crossplay and rollback in it too. So yeah, it's slowly starting to become a standard, which is nice. And it's just good to have that confirmation there, because this also points out that, at least in my eyes, it doesn't matter what version of Tekken 8 you're getting. Because I'm personally getting it on PS5, but I know some friends will probably get it on Xbox Series, on the Xbox Series consoles, and some will probably get it on PC as well. This at least has that confirmation in that we don't need to all own the same version. We can all get our own versions and we can still play together. That's the beauty of crossplay, and that's what I like to see with this. Other things that were also confirmed were the idea of a beta. As you saw, they're still only doing closed alpha testings at each event, so please wait for beta, which that's going to be, when I get my hands on it, when they do like either a closed beta or an open beta, I want to get my hands on Tekken 8. I want to see how it feels online and see how well crossplay works, because it's nice that it's there. We just have to make sure that, it works well. That's going to be the big thing. Another one that was important there, that was also mentioned, that Harada mentioned during Twitter, on his Twitter feed, was the roster. Like, how many characters are we expecting? We didn't get an exact number, but he did say, I think it's a lot more than Capcom Sans, so I'm assuming he's referring to Street Fighter 6 at that point, which I believe had 16 or 18. I'm gonna double check that though to be safe. And of course, the character modeling, rigging, and costume designs are all new assets, so it's hard work, which I do like what I've been seeing with designs and everything in this game. I really like Jun's design, and same with Xiao Yu, along with Leroy's. That guy's just got drip for days. We're trying to increase the number, so I'm curious to see what the final number is going to be for roster, along with, say, plans for DLC. Looking, as I said, I've been digging into the history of Tekken a little bit and seeing like character designs that stick out. I'm hoping to see Steve, Hwoarang, Zafina or Zarina, sorry if I got her name wrong, and Eliza, along with Christy. Those would be cool ones to see. And then in terms of specs, we don't know what specs are for PC, but the higher the specs, the better, of course. So if you're in an environment where you have to worry about specs, I would recommend playing on a console, which was also stated there. So we'll probably find out more about PC specs in the future for this, so just stay tuned on that, probably closer to launch. I'm just wondering if this game is going to take like 155 gigs or something. I'm looking at you, Jedi Survivor. But oh well, you know what, at least that's a nice little tidbit of news here. I'm very excited for Tekken 8. I'm going to be following this, like I said, same thing with the other character reveals, and then when that beta drops, you know I'm going to be playing it, and hopefully we can all try it together at some point. But what are your thoughts on the Tekken news that just got released? Are you excited for any of this? Was any of this expected? What do you hope to see in the future? Please leave your feedback. I'm curious to know what you guys have to say about it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and also hit the bell if you want notifications for when new videos go live. I hope you all join me on this Tekken journey and, you know, have some fun along the way. I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say and us experiencing this together. With all that being said though, thank you all for watching, and until next time, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.